something, if you'd have offered someone a free holiday and you were a little bit sort of dubious about certain aspects of whether, maybe they couldn't pay or they didn't exactly have good credit or whatever that might be, you might do a little bit of investigating, the sort of thing. You think, are they really unemployed? The sort of thing when you want to help out a friend. This similar situation really could apply to none other than the former royal, the Duchess of Sussex, cable TV actress Meghan Markle, because I find this absolutely fascinating, and I think you will too once I explain. As ever, by the way, thank you so much for all your lovely comments regarding our recent Sunday matinee, and for all those that just say to me, Neil, you do nothing but the royals or Harry and Meghan. Well, clearly there are other things, but it is your choice. You're the person that's actually putting the finger to the button, not me. But for those that did enjoy it, I'm so thrilled you did. Wonderful piece, isn't it? And as somebody wrote, and I thought this was really nice, lovely to hear English spoken so well. And I think that's a good point, Clearly as well, you could thoroughly understand every single word that people were saying, not like the mumblers that we've got now. What do you mean, me? No, but you know what I mean? Very clear. And when you think these are old programs now, over 60 years old, incredible when you think. Back as ever though, to your royal story of the day. As we know, Meghan and Harry hit Nigeria, and this was all because she was finding her heritage and all of this sort of paraphernalia, something that she revealed during her podcast. Of course, a lot of people remember that, nothing about the guests and all that sort of stuff. And that's clearly why Spotify decided enough was enough and they'd moved on. You get the picture. But what I find fascinating about this is Meghan recently hosted some kind of thing where she got a microphone. In fact, I couldn't be bothered to read the rest of the stuff because I thought, oh no, not again. But what was interesting was, she's suddenly saying about how people knew she was African. They'd already told her because strong, powerful women, beautiful, nothing like being bashful, is there? And the fact that they returned home. And then the host said, oh, well, you've returned home. I thought, I don't think you'll be coming there, love. You know what I mean? There's not enough to keep Meghan Markle there. Nice for a publicity visit, but that's about it. But here's where it gets really confusing, because behind her on the screen, there was, of course, her name, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and all of that, and who was hosting it. Now, wouldn't you have thought at that particular point, if you think about it, that she may have actually shared on the big screen her heritage for Nigeria? Whatever she'd found on that genealogy site or whatever, no one's actually seen it. Correct me if I'm wrong, and as ever, allegedly. But, at some point during that visit, somebody must have said, could we look at this? Let's just, where did you find it? What did you find? Are we related? All of that sort of stuff. Absolutely nothing. And according to a very well-placed source, Meghan has not offered anything in return of that either, not sharing any documents, printouts, papers or whatever. Now, I'm not suggesting for one moment that Meghan Markle is not 43% Nigerian, as she claims. But as I said at the start of this video, isn't it odd that no one's actually seen anything? Meghan herself would want to refute some of these batty claims that are now coming across in the world's media. A simple printout of something basically stating what she'd found would allay all of those negativities. And even maybe putting it up on the behind the screen, as I say, at that big event in Nigeria. But seemingly, she either forgot to pack it or the printer didn't work. Either way, once again, this whole thing is surrounded in secrecy. And that's just the way Meghan Markle likes it. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.